In part 1 of the trip, you saw my water tank break off the roof and hit my bonnet and cause some damage, but that wasn't going to stop us from getting to one of the best campsites on this side of Jabal Akhdar. We made our way through the track and to this amazing location. With temperatures expected to drop below 10 degrees and the night falling in, we set up our fire, set up the camp, and this is part 2 of our Jabal Akhdar trip. This is what it's all about. Good company, good food, and a great location. This is Oman. Time to light up. Dun, dun, dun. غيره الله. لحظة نسوي لكم امبينس. نسكر الانتيرير. الله. Alright, so part of the setup was putting these lights on. I've got the 2-meter quick pitch awning, and we have these LED lights that give us all our ambient lighting that we need. So around the car, everything is lit up. And if we need some extra lights, then we go to the interior switch, and this comes on. No campsite is complete without a proper campfire, so Hamad got busy with the campfire while we waited for 2 more cars to arrive. Ali Abdel Sahib and Abu Aoun saw our posts on Instagram and they were more than happy to do the drive even at night to this beautiful campsite. Once they arrived and we got everyone settled in, it was time to start cooking. Time for burgers. And how do we make burgers and we make them quickly? The nomadic grill. I love this grill. It's one of the best things that well, I didn't purchase this, was a gift from PPC, but it is awesome. And they've just got some more in stock, so if you're looking for these grills, check their account out. With the fire going and the burgers grilling, it was gonna be an amazing night. This is what it's all about. Good company, good food, and a great location. This is Oman. So Sheikh Ali gave us his expertise on how to really grill a burger, and Karo made a new friend. صديقه الجديد. صديق كارو الجديد. اللي يطبخ لحم يصير صديق كارو.
أعطيه بطاطس وصدوق. لا والله بضربك
تعال بيضربوك ترى. Temperatures in Jabal Akhdar dropped very quickly, and very quickly it was just about 10 degrees. I put Karo into the car, and then I got myself ready to test out the bed setup that we made. Was this going to be a good night's sleep or not? Time to go to bed. نشوف هل نوسع أنا وهو داخل هنا ولا بس هو لوحده. So I got him moved around, and guess what? The bed was big enough for both of us to enjoy a good night's sleep. With the car keeping me insulated, I slept like a baby. What I didn't realize is that if you don't have any curtains on the windows, then you're going to be waking up very early in the morning. Now, I didn't mind waking up to this view, but I have to get a solution for the light. So it was a cold night. Really cold. And now, it's time for us to wake up, make some coffee, have some breakfast, go do some wheeling. So my verdict on my first night sleeping in Project X with the bed that I had designed. It's really comfortable. The car gives me enough space for me and Karo to sleep in there, but I do need to find out a solution for all the light that comes in. It was time to start our day. Time to take Karo for his walk. Yalla baby. We'll check out what this place looks like. So, yesterday was an eventful day. My water tank broke because the brackets that came with it were not strong enough. So as soon as I started off-roading, which is the first time that I'm off-roading after the setup, It actually fell off, hit my bonnet, scratched it. I'll show you guys that later, but this view makes everything worth it. Caro has been chasing donkeys. There are a lot of donkeys here. He's been chasing them the whole night, keeping them away from camp. Which is why I love having him with me. Let's go. Come on. Walking around in the morning lets me get to know the area that I'm in. But when I come onto sites like this, it's where I really get this. هذا المخيم بعيد عن الناس بس سبحان الله غرشتيو غرش المكسرات. So we have to clean that up. ما أعرف من خلاه. I don't know who left it there, honestly. We need to keep our campsites clean, guys. You're not the only people using them, someone else uses them too. Things really do need to change. So finally, they woke up. Abu Aoun, I think he's making tea. Yes?
هذا مو اسمه الكرك.
كرك.
هذا الطبشة طبعا مع المرطلة. بعد ما بغبغ الهواء ما مخلي النار يا
بيبغبغ بعد شوي ما عليك.
هذيك ما راح تشتغل ها؟
يمكن غاز. قل صباح الخير.
صباح الخير. الوصل والله على الجنب والله وين؟
So this is the quick pitch ensuite. It's pretty windy here today. As you can see, this thing is solid. All of quick pitch products are solid. I love this. I think I'm going to be replacing my Ironmans with these.
Amazing.
Not something new. Weather was good, wasn't it?
Amazing.
So everyone's up in camp. Time to start some breakfast. So everybody has a job to do on the campsite, and Hamid's job this morning was to make us breakfast. And he has an awesome setup that he's done on his LC200. And there's an episode coming up where I'm going to be talking about his car in detail, so do check that out. It's going to pop up somewhere there if I've posted it already. Anyway, the boys were putting together a feast. So while everybody makes some breakfast, they're all cooking breakfast, I'm gonna pack up the X, get ready to make a move. Got some stuff to do back in town. Packing up the bed was just as easy as it was opening it up. It took me exactly 2 minutes to get it done. It folds right into the back, making it really tiny and small and saving me a lot of space. I love the design that I did for this. It's amazing.
Breakfast of champion.
Hamid cooked us a great breakfast, and when everybody was done with breakfast, it was time for half of us to head back to Muscat because some of the guys decided that they would still stay on the mountain for a couple more hours. We packed up our quick pitch awnings and quick pitch tents, and of course that takes just a few seconds. That's why it's called quick pitch. And it was time for us to hit the trail. So as I mentioned in part 1, this trail is not for the faint-hearted. It's got some really steep hills, some really loose rocks, and a lot of rock steps that you need to climb over. It was the perfect place for me to test out Project X. We've got an Ironman Nitro shocks in there, we've got the coils there as well, and the car has been lifted 2 inches. I've got BF Goodrich 285/75 16 tires on it, and this car was amazing. All the performance that I wanted from a 4x4 that's 10 years old, this car did more than I expected. هذه طبعا this is the most important stop that we do in any trip, is to get rid of all the waste and بيئة course, being Bia, have got trash cans nearly everywhere. So, getting that sorted is not difficult. All you need to do is put in a little bit of effort, carry your garbage bags, and throw everything into the bin. Driving up and down Jabal Akhdar is not an easy task, and these are some things that you should keep in mind when you're coming up the mountain. So, one of the most important driving tips when you're going up a steep hill or down a steep hill like Jabal Akhdar is that you don't use your brakes too much. That's why you should be engaged in high fourth, and you should always use engine braking. How do you use engine braking? By lowering your gears. So if you're going downhill, go to the lowest gear that you can, rev up the engine as much as you can. That doesn't let the engine move gears, which means that it's held back. So it's called engine braking, and that will help you not overheat your gears. So with that little driving tip, it's time for us to end this episode. Join me again on another adventure. Do check out the LC80 build that I'm doing, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and keep exploring.